And we're back for another live Writing with Delores, the pastor's daughter session. So, I am actually switching gears right now. I am taking a break from working on the shoot, what was I working on, y'all? Some of everything. Well, whatever I was working on, I need to take a break from it. So now I am switching gears into working on an event that we have coming up called the Girlfriend Gala. And I'm super excited about this event. I'm the chairwoman of this event this year. So, I've been, just trying to make sure that I've covered all the bases, forget anything, that I'm organized and, that we can make this a successful event. So, of course, I go to my handy dandy chat GPT, okay? Which is what you see open on the left side of your screen. And as you come in, if you don't mind, just go ahead and like the video. Let your other creators know that we're here creating together. I don't know how long we're gonna be here, but let's just do a couple of little cute projects for the Girlfriend Gala. So, like I was saying, right here in the Chat GPT, I put in some prompts that um, in hopes of ChatGPT helping me to come up with a good comprehensive plan and just to make sure that, all the details are kind of thought out properly, that at least, how we know that there's always going to be some hiccups, right? You throw an event, something's probably going to come up. But in order to mitigate a lot of the, slippage through the crackage, So I put my info in the chat GPT and asked it to help me come up with a good old comprehensive plan. Okay, so that is what I'm going to be working on this evening, as well as putting together the invitation. As you can see on the right hand side of your screen is where I've gotten so far. It's just kind of thrown on here. Some of this information is thrown on here. It's nothing really organized just yet. But as you can see, this is something that I'm working on. I'm going to attempt. I've been working pretty good in chat in Canva for a while now, right? And I've created a lot of a lot of the other things that you guys see, the Design and Dance logo. I've got like portfolio, I've got some journals and all kinds of things that I'm working on. So these are things that I've created into my Canva. So I feel pretty confident. I feel pretty confident that I can put together the graphics for this event, meaning the invitation, the tickets, the design for the tickets and stuff like that. I think I can do it. Okay, so I'm gonna attempt to do it. So that's what y'all are gonna be seeing me work on tonight. So let's go ahead and throw on some music. I'm feeling a little let's see. Let's go to a little bit of let's go with lo-fi tonight, okay? Because it is like almost 2 o'clock in the morning. So just in case, you just have to in the background while you're sleeping or resting or, working on something else. We'll just have some really chill music to play in the background. And yeah, let's just do our work. And again, per usual, let me know in the chat. Excuse me. Let me know in the chat what you are working on. Okay, so I got that in the chat. Also, what are you creating? Okay, got that in the chat. Make sure that you like the video on your way in or out, y'all. Okay, I don't care when you do it, just do it, y'all. Okay. Yeah, okay. So I got that. And yeah, so let's just go ahead and get started, y'all. And I'm gonna mute out. But if you have any questions, if you have any concerns, anything, just let me know in the chat. I'll look at it. We can talk, if you want to, just let me know in the chat. But as of right now, let's just chill. All right. So yeah, what do you think? I think this invitation has come together nicely. Um, I like it so far. What do y'all think? Is it giving? Okay, like is it giving what it's supposed to give? We're gonna see. So I'm going to take a break from working on it. Right now it has all the information that I think needs to be in it. Just to start out. I don't really see this changing too much. I mean, this is just our initial invitation. As time progresses, we'll probably end up putting maybe different information or creating more invitations. You know, just creating more invitations so that we'll have a few to maybe like choose from or something like that. I don't know. So, but I like it so far. I think it's giving what it's supposed to give. It reads good. It reads clear. It's legible. I think it's graphically appeasing. I like the boots in the picture. You know, they're giving glam, but also like you can dress them down. You know, you can be rugged with it. So I want to make sure that the ladies know that they have options as to like how dressy they want to be, or not so dressy or whatever. So it's gonna be a real fun, real chill event. Um, and of course, I'll be teaching some line dances, and we'll be having a good old time, child. I'm also gonna be the main MC for this event, so I'm excited about it. I'm excited. Like y'all saw my little y'all saw my little task checklist, child. I got a lot going on. And of course, this is gonna get even more involved. This task list as we go on, as we closer, and as I identify things that need to be done, that need to be marked down. So as it stands right now, I think that this invitation is complete. I'm not gonna put complete on this task list yet, because I want the ladies to take a look at it, the committee, make sure that they're good with it. Let me know if there's any changes that need to be made. Let me move this over just a tinch. That's how I get y'all. Get a little particular, and I just start just start moving stuff. But I like it, y'all. I think it's really cute. Yeah, it's really cute. Actually, you know what? Let me move this little line over a little bit. I think that'll help. Let me see. I'm gonna line it up with this other line that I have. There we go. Oh yeah. Now that's much better. Okay. Okay, we like that. Howdy, girlfriends. Settle up for an evening of fun, food, and friendship. So, okay, I think we're happy with this so far. I'm gonna leave it alone. Y'all know I can get real nitpicky and just start just moving stuff, being real extra. Well, let me move this back up. And yeah. So right now we have us invitation, and we have us a working comprehensive plan. I think the information that I added in there, which was the information about the committees, because I want to make sure that we have like divvied up, divided up all the labor, so that all the duties are in task are delegated, that nobody's overwhelmed. That's really like the main key. Like everybody's going to do something. Everybody, is excited. They want to. They're, looking forward to this event. But I want everybody to have fun. How like when you're planning an event, it's like the people who are planning it never have fun. They never actually enjoy the event, because it's like all the planning and all of the execution is like you just have to be so on top of things that you don't even get to have fun. But that's not how I want this, because we're all girlfriends, and we should all, have a wonderful time at this event. Even though we're the ones who are hosting this event, I want us to have a good time too. Shoot, I don't want to do it if it's not, you know what I'm saying? Like, I don't want to do it if it's not fun. You know what I'm saying? Like that's the meter for me. That's the barometer. That's the gauge. That's the thing, you know? That's the deciding factor. Is it gonna be fun? Is it gonna be too much work? I don't want to do too much work. So let's all just divvy out the responsibilities, because I mean, if you're sitting here, you're worried about the food and beverages like here, right? And then you got to worry about the decorations and all of that stuff. Then you got to try to figure out, okay, what's going on with the registration table? And it's just like, it's too much. Like, we need somebody who is like, okay, I can focus on the vendors and the sponsors. I could focus on the games, because we're going to have games too. So can you imagine like trying to figure out the whole food stuff and you're trying to do the games, or you're trying to check people in and make sure that the games are going well? It's just too much, to try to do everything yourself. So if we just all, take on little responsibilities, then we'll have a good old time. And it's enough of us. Like we've got about this many that are actually active members, paying members. So, we all have our role that we can do, that we can manage. And then, ask all our girlfriends and friends and stuff, hey girl, can you help me out a little bit? And can you come? Can you come to this event? And like, it'll all be fun because it's like everybody's just done like their little part. And it's all good. Excuse me, y'all. I'm getting a little sleepy. Look at this. All of this stuff is all different font sizes. But no worries. I'll fix this before our meeting. We have a meeting on Thursday where we'll go over all of this stuff. We'll make sure everybody has been assigned a committee, a lead role in whatever they want to do. Some of these are already, taken, like the vendor sponsorship. Tammy's gonna manage that. Food and beverage, Laura's gonna manage that. I'm doing more. I would say Peggy's doing this part, even though I'm the chairwoman. She's she's a co-chair, so I would put that she is more on top of kind of like managing me, right? But if that makes sense, okay. And then this is probably where I'll be most active on that day, and just because I'm actually making sure that the whole plan, the whole program gets executed. So you see what I'm saying? So you see how that like is gonna work out. And then we'll see on Wednesday when we have our meeting who's gonna manage decorations, registration, and the check-in committee, who's gonna be over that. Decorations, atmosphere, vendor sponsors, we already got Tammy on that. Games and engagement committee, get someone on that. Entertainment and music, my husband's gonna be DJing, so DJ Phillips gonna be on that. And then of course I'll be I might need to, well, I'm not gonna put myself there because I want to I think I want somebody else to be over this, even though it doesn't really make sense because I'm the one who's going to be doing all this. So I don't know. Right now I'm just going to leave it as is. Marketing and publicity, I might as well put myself child because that's really what I'm going to do. Okay. I don't know. Now I still want to take myself off of this because I want somebody who to actually like can manage this. You know what I mean? Like manage me in this. You know what I mean? Because I'm managing kind of like everybody else. So this is a task for me to do. I kind of want somebody else to make sure that it is gone as planned. Even though I'll probably be doing most of the actual work in this category, which is really not. It's really not a whole lot. It's an extra committee, but it's not really like that much involved. And I've already been working towards like getting my playlist together, and all of that stuff, and deciding what line dances we're going to do. I'm going to teach 2 actual line dances throughout the night. And then we'll have maybe we'll have a dance off. Maybe we'll have like kind of like a Soul Train line, we'll call it something else, something like I don't know, something catchy. Um, I don't know, maybe like a hold down line or something like that. Um, or the uh hold down at the end of the night or something cute and catchy. Y'all let me know if y'all could think of something in the chat. Let me see what else. Marketing and publicity. Um, again, you see me like creating these graphics, but um I don't really want to be like over this particular committee. You know what I mean? Like I want somebody else to be over it, and then I supply them with the things that they need, like the flyer and such like that. So then they actually are responsible for getting it out there, getting it to the paper, getting it to all the outlets and stuff like that. And then all of us are over, making sure that we spread it, that we're spreading it on social media, that we're sharing it in our groups, in our friend groups, in our church groups, whatever, all that good stuff. Hospitality and guest experience committee. Um, I'll probably put that kind of with the volunteer committee. Like I would probably, the person who is doing that is also going to be probably over this one too. Because those could probably be combined. They probably will need to be. Goodie bag committee. Someone's going to have to be over this, making sure that all the things are gathered and all the stuff is created, and then responsible for getting a committee or getting a group together to actually pack the bags and all that stuff. So yeah, so that's a task. Audio visual, and then I would probably put the audio visual committee with the entertainment and music committee. So I would probably put those two together. And then we have the financing and ticketing. Yeah, so that's probably going to be a committee all itself too, because that's going to already be a lot just to manage the money and all of that stuff. So I would probably say that more Bernie's going to be over that because she's our treasurer. Yeah, so she'll probably be over kind of just managing all of that good stuff. So yeah, like I think right now we have us a good plan, like a good working plan. We don't really have that much time, but because we have such a good comprehensive plan, a lot of what probably would have slipped through the cracks just for the sake of, getting it done in this amount of time is going to be mitigated because, when you properly plan something, then, you can get it done in the timeline that you need to, as long as you have that clear. You see what I'm saying? Like you see how we're mapping out our timeline here. We need to get this done by this time, finalize these things here and there at this particular time interval or whatever. So we make sure that we get it done in a reasonable time. So, we can work with the timeline that we are given. So we're just over 60 days out, but I'm confident that we can pull this off. And so Wednesday when we go to the meeting, we'll talk to all the girls and see how they feel about it. And all the Altrusans rather. I be calling them girls. We're all girls. Hey girls. But anyway, so all the Altrusans we'll talk about it on Wednesday and make sure that everybody is confident with this plan and make sure we can get it done. And that it turns out to be a really good event because we don't want to have to do anything, honey, okay? Because we're particular about the stuff we do. We want it to be right. We want it to be excellent. We've already secured a lot of our not our vendors, but our sponsors. So we're doing pretty good with that. And of course, we want more sponsors. We've got our ticketing plan. So everybody who is over a committee pretty much is going to have their marching orders. You know what I mean? So they already know what to expect. They're not just trying to figure it out. Being that we're at this particular time interval. So right now I have Boot School Boogie. I'm also gonna put Cowgirl. That's another song that I came across here recently that I figured out really good, and it looks really easy. And then there was another one. Yeah, we were talking about coming up with a custom routine, which I think we will do for this event too. I really like this one, this dance, "Any Man of Mine" by who is that by? Who is that by, y'all? I want to say Shania Twain, but I know that can't be right. Like that doesn't sound right, but that's what I want to say. But it might be right. I don't know, child. Okay, "Any Man of Mine." Um, so that might be what I teach. We'll probably go with two of those three. And then we'll come up with a custom routine for this. Excuse me. So I gotta figure out when like this needs to be done. We need to come up with this routine so we can probably teach it to a few people ahead of time so they'll be able to help other people learn it, you know. Because it's helpful sometimes when more than people, more than just the instructor knows it, so other people can be strategically placed to help other people learn it quickly, Because we're not going to be able to spend a whole lot of time on the line dances. We're going to like learn them pretty quick, which is why I'm choosing simple ones, so we can learn them, do them, and then, go to like our next activity. So far, you guys, this is going to be like an amazing event. I already have some of the things scripted out. Of course, those are going to change. Those are just tentative plans right now, but we're getting there. We're making progress. So y'all stick with me. I'm going to show you as much as I can about this process, the behind the scenes of me coordinating and planning and doing all that good stuff. And then the whole execution of the girlfriend gala. I think this is going to be a really good event to watch, the behind the scenes. And then, decide if you're interested in, joining the organization. It's a service organization that is, really, really, really nice. I love the ladies. Of course, there are men that are part of the organization, but currently there are only women members in our particular club, which is, the Anderson Club. But, we want men too, But we do have fun just as girlfriends, okay? So that's that. I'm gonna head on off of here, give me a good old nap in before I get up and do something else with the rest of the day. Let me see. Let me stop the screen share. And just as usual, you guys, let me know what you're working on in the chat. I want to be your accountability partner, holding you accountable, and you hold me accountable. Let's encourage each other. I send you some wonderful creative energy. I believe that we were created to create, and so I send you many blessings and encouragement on your journey and fulfilling your purpose as a creator. And thank you for tuning into my channel. Please like the video on your way out. And remember, you are important to me. I need you to survive. Bye-bye for now.